Darts Nutz and welcome to Darts Review channel. Just recently Shop Darts sent me 3 models from the new Viking range, and this is another range based around culture and history, and as it's the Vikings it should be quite a popular one. And these are the Hammer, which is the front weighted model, and I've got the 23 gram version here, and they go up in 1 gram increments, so you've got 23, 24, 25 and 26 grams, and they're a 90% tungsten dart, and all 3 models have this new Siege interlocking grip on the barrels, and they all have the shot high-tech particle coating in various colours, and these retail for £69.95, so let's check them out. So the darts come in this neat slim packaging, and it's very nicely themed with the Viking graphics. On the front it's got all the info on the darts and the contents. On the back there's a little story about the range in the darts, and it says front weighted down there. And inside there's a dense foam insert holding the darts in place, and they're supplied with the in-between eagle claw stems in the clear black, and they also come with these number 6 small standard shaped flights with a very nice graphical Viking artwork on. So that's what you get in the pack. The darts are fitted with these quite nicely etched black points, and it says the etching is to match the carvings on the Viking longships. And as you can see, it's kind of a front heavy dart, wide out the front and then tapers on the rear, and it's got a tapered nose, a smooth section there. Then it's got the Siege interlocking grip, and quite an intricate designed grip that. It's kind of like little squares and little squared notch grooves and circular indents. Quite a lot going on there. Kind of feels maybe not quite high level, but just about verging onto high level. I'd probably say closer to high medium. Kind of hard to describe the feeling. It's kind of feels a bit like a load of little squares actually, but it's not sticking into the fingers. It's got an interesting feel to it, and I think the maybe slightly curved as well. It's a little bit hard to tell, I'm looking at it through the camera, but quite a lot of work in that grip style. And on the rear half you've got a kind of a faceted ring style grip. Again, I'd probably say that's just around a high medium, but obviously it sits into your fingers a little bit easier there, so it could work for rear grippers if you like a front weighted dart. But it's quite a chunky feel at the front of the barrel. It does look very nice though. And there's your eagle claw stems, and these very nicely designed Viking themed flights. Quite a nice bit of graphical artwork on them. Darts are fitted with 30mm black etched points. It's got a tapered nose to the barrel, which is mostly smooth except for some very fine grooves. That's 5.5mm, and then you've got the section with the Siege grip, which has got a groove either side. That's 19.8mm, and then you've got a kind of a smooth section around the middle, apart from a couple of fine rings and the notches from the rear part. That's 3.7mm, and then the rear section is made of this very thin ring grip with the lateral grooves cut through it. That's 10.8mm, and then you've got a mostly smooth section on the end of 4.7mm, and the length is 44.5mm, width is 7.4mm. 22.93 grams, 22.94 grams, and 22.95 grams, and the full setup is 24.48 grams. With nothing attached, the balance is towards the front, and with the supplied setup it moves to the centre, and this is the balance with medium in between short, extra short stems and standard flights. Pull the board off. The points stick in quite well, but obviously it's chunky at that front part where I'm gripping it, and definitely has the front weight feel to it, and maybe suits a lobby style more than anything. But the grip itself doesn't feel quite as grippy now that I'm throwing it. It's closer more to a medium level, I would say. But it's got quite an interesting feel, but whether it's enhancing the dart in any way, it's hard to say. It just has a feel of like lots of like little edges and little indentations, so it's more of a different feel than anything. I'm going to try the middle section now, so I'm kind of where that wide groove is and on the smooth part, but still a little bit on the siege grip. I seem to get a lot of spin off that part. But the dart itself has got grip pretty much all along the barrel, so it could suit any style of grip, but I have a feeling front grippers and rear grippers are probably going to like it the best. Does seem to spin more from the middle. It could be because I'm on that wide groove, like. In the middle you kind of have a mix in between the grips there, so I've gone to the rear section now, so it's a more uniform grip. It's kind of like a ring grip with the lateral grooves cut through it. It has a slightly hexagonal feel, slightly edgy as well. Yeah, I didn't let go of that right. Definitely feels a little bit more front heavy when throwing it from the rear, but it's got a similar style of shape to the Steve Beaton dart, and he throws it from the stem, I think, so for some rear grippers, if you like this style of shape, you might like it, but obviously the main feature of this dart is that siege grip at the front, so only front grippers are going to get that. Yeah, and for lobbers, I think. So that's the shot Viking Hammer 23 gram darts. I'd say it's probably a nice dart for front grippers and maybe for players that like to lob the dart. Middle grippers, not too sure. It kind of felt a little bit strange throwing it from the middle, but from the rear section it seemed a little bit better balanced, but a little bit more front weighted as you would expect. So it could be one for rear grippers as well, but it probably just depends if you like that kind of shape and style. There's plenty of grip there, but it's not as aggressively grippy as it looks. When you come to throw it, it feels a little bit closer to like a medium level, and it's kind of difficult to say whether that siege grip is actually enhancing the dart in any way, but it kind of just has an all-round grippy feel to it. So I don't know, it's just one of them grips that's difficult to explain, and you probably got to try it to see whether you like it, but I don't think there's anything bad about it. Obviously, as the grip is on the front, I'd say the dart is probably more suited for front grippers, but some rear grippers should be happy with it. But once again, very nicely made, lots of machining on this dart and nice colouring. So that's the end of the review. Thanks for watching.